Hey everybody, this is Josh. I sent in 60 cards to CSG, and this video is showing just the grades and close-ups for the 24 ultra modern cards in the order. I pulled all these Donruss cards myself. All these orange laser cards and all the Lamello and Ant cards were sleeved right out of the pack and put in semi-rigid card holders to minimize handling before submission. I locked my iPhone to the wide lens in macro mode to be able to show the details of the corners and edges of the cards. As you can see, there's a very minimal difference between a 9.5 and a 10. I'm going to put another video up pretty soon with an in-depth examination of some 9.5 and 10 graded cards. And during that video, I'll be referencing CSG's grading scale so we can all hopefully have a reasonably good understanding of what the differentiating factors might be. You see here, there's this little wire thing in the corner. That was in some of the earlier cards too. I'm not sure what that is, but I have an email out to CSG to see if that's potentially considered a mechanical error or if that's for some reason required for these certain cards. I bought these City Bay cards on eBay before the season started. That's before he broke the Pistons record for threes and put up a 50-point game. So I was pretty happy to get a 10 on this Sunburst and this super short print silver courtside. .5 on a gold auto is pretty nice, but this card is really clean with unusually sharp corners for an Origins card. To the naked eye, it looks basically perfect. Definitely good for one of these thicker Origins cards. I got this one specifically because it was one of the few collections where City Bay signed something that looked like his name. I have a Revolutions auto and it looks like a check mark and a dash. Now we're getting into some Devin Vassell rookie cards. I started stocking up on his cards during the season. And a 9.5 on a die cut is a pretty good score. Again, very minimal difference between this and a 10. This is one I got from a group break, so I was happy it got to me in such great condition. You can see they put the die cuts in some kind of a sleeve so that they fit within the cases. They don't move around. And this I bought on eBay. I just really like these downtown cards from the 2017 Cornerstones collection. And this Dennis Smith card is pretty much the cheapest from that set. And being a PVC card, you really should get a 10, and it did. So that's good to see. This is another orange laser card I pulled. Would have liked to group it with the other ones, but when submitting your order with CSG, you can't change the order of the cards after you've entered them into the form. So I would have had to delete a bunch of cards from the form in order to get this to group with the other ones. Not that it's a big deal, but it's just something to be aware of if you want to. You definitely want to have your cards all prepared before you start putting them in the form and send them off. Okay, now I sent in 2 of these metal cards, the stainless and the gold, because I was sure they would easily get 10s. I'm really shocked these got 8.5s. The corners and the edges can't be an issue. these don't get printed and then cut like paper cards, so the centering is always consistent. And I clean the surfaces before I send them in. So I think this points to something unique to CSG and the grading scale. So I'm going to do a deeper dive into their grading scale and see how some cards like this could potentially get less than 10s. You see there's some lids and stuff in here. That's not on the card. That's all in the case. These are all totally clean, but when I sent them off. I think this Jimmy Butler Gold Prism Downtown card is the only one I can really complain about. This just looks flawless even under magnification. But there definitely seems to be some type of ambiguity between a 9.5 and a 10 with CSG, so be aware of that. So I didn't get one 10 LaMelo in this submission. I have a few other nice ones, but I'm waiting to see where to send those. If I want to send those to CSG or wait for PSA to open up their economy service again. If you're an RPA, a CSG 9 is a really good score. I'm really mostly just happy to have this card protected. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of Devin Vassell, and a gold RPA is pretty nice to have. So this is definitely going to be part of my collection. I've always really liked the Origin cards too. They have very few inserts. They're hobby only. It's got the cool artistic stormy backgrounds. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video has proven useful, and I'll be posting another one pretty soon with the modern cards.